I've been struggling in IELTS reading since past 1 year. I'm not understanding how to improve. I'm stuck at 5.56, but I need 7 and above. Do you have any tips? Do you have any strategies? Or do you know any list of mistakes that I should be avoiding to get more marks in my IELTS reading? I believe you are at the right place if you have these queries in your mind, because I'm gonna come up with the 5 big mistakes that you should be avoiding in order to improve your IELTS scores from 5.56 to get even 8 or 8.5 or 9. Stay tuned till the end. Hey everybody, Nikhil here from Skills IELTS. I really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with another video, back-to-back videos these days. Today's video is about how to improve your IELTS reading scores, especially if you're stuck at 6.5 or 6. Not understanding how to improve, then this video is for you, because I'm going to talk about the 5 major mistakes people end up making again and again and again without realizing they're making, and how to stop them, which are those mistakes, and if you stop them, how you can improve your scores and everything. So before we actually get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button for future notifications, and any point of time you need online assistance for speaking one-to-one classes, one-to-one mock and evaluation, writing one-to-one feedback, writing course, reading and listening live mocks, you can text us in the WhatsApp number given there. I will be there, we will be there, our team will be there to help you, assist you in the right direction. Alright, let's start with this. I'm going to share my screen. The very first mistake, as I said, 5 mistakes, I'm going to talk the big 5 mistakes. The very first mistake that people often end up doing is reading an entire paragraph in match heading. As most of you would already know, match heading plays a very important role. It's time consuming. Given extra time in IELTS reading, everyone will end up getting good marks, man. But the idea is very simple. They put that timer there. Correct? Within that stipulated time, you have to do. And if you take extra time with your wrong strategies, because of the wrong strategies, of course, IELTS reading becomes very difficult. And one such difficult module is match heading, where they give big paragraph. And you end up reading the entire paragraph, like the one I've shown here. It's a big paragraph, not a very big, but yes, big. And let's say there are options like this, A, B, C, D, so many are given. Let's, for simplicity purpose, I've given just 2. Between these 2, you have to choose which one fits perfectly as the heading of the paragraph. Know this, heading means the summary. You don't need to read. The Deputy President of the Union of Students in Ireland, Kevin Donaghy, said the problem, don't read like this. Just skim. The Deputy President not required, Kevin not required. Come to second line, said the problem has become very dangerous in Dublin. He told students are desperate, they are paying to share a bed, crisis last year and it's getting worse. We have heard students sleeping rough, and then country has been touched by the crisis. Commutes which once had been considered ridiculous are now normal. The Vanali start more. So overall, I'm just skimming. I'm not getting deep into the lines and understanding. This is a reading skill. Just have to skim. Within 10 seconds, you should get the entire idea of what the paragraph is talking about. Well, if you're wondering how to do this, take a novel and start doing it. Fast reading skills we call. You just have to skim the paragraph at the top layer. Don't get into the bottom layer and read word by word. Well, you can do that, but you will not have a lot of time in your IELTS reading task, isn't it? So now you have understood it's all about problems. Problems have become more worse. So sharing bed has become common. Yes, that also they told sharing bed, but that's not a summary of the paragraph. Entire summary is talking about how the problem has reached its pinnacle. It has reached its worst state. Problem has become more worse. That's the keyword there. So here the answer has to be A. Also, one more clue I would like to give you. Read a little first half and the little bottom half. Let's say first 4 lines, the last 4 lines. First 2-3 lines, the last 2-3 lines. Because that's where the entire summary will be given. Middle is just additional information, supporting points. It's the intro and the last line will actually summarize the entire paragraph. Most probably for 90% of the questions, you get the answer if you read first 2 and the last 2, or the first 3 and the last 3. Sometimes you don't. For that, you may have to skim it the way I told. But if you are reading every word by word, and that's the biggest mistake, because you're going to get very less time in the end, and because of that, you suffer. You don't even realize I'm practicing. Scores are not improving because of this reason. Your approach is wrong. You need to skim. Learn to skim. The best way to improve on this skimming is start watching a Korean TV series or Chinese TV series. Your subtitles, you have to read them very fast. There you should skim the subtitle. You cannot read word by word because the audio goes very fast. Right there you start learning skimming. That's how I learned it. One of the easiest ways, but if you are struggling with this, start doing it. Things will actually fall in place. Let's quickly start with the second big mistake. Information matching. They give a big paragraph, they give some sentence. You need to find which paragraph contains this sentence. We call information matching. Reading it multiple times. You should stop doing it. The idea of information matching is exact word will never be there. Correct? The content that you're going to find, that you're going to match in the paragraph, exact will not be there. Synonym will be there. That's the only approach. So now the idea is very simple. If I tell you drink, some drink, and if I tell you water, both of them will not match in its, the literal form, but the pictorial form. When you talk about a drink, a water, you almost get a same picture. So synonyms match when you visually represent them. Note it down. Synonyms match when you visually represent them. So here also, let's say, before reading the big paragraph, you first look into the question. Every student has faced this problem. I should get a picture thinking students are struggling. That picture I should get. And now when you read, and some other synonym will be there for this, every student has faced this problem. Some synonym will be there, exact will not be there. But if you visually represent that particular thing, it will match with the one that you've already visualized. The one that I'm visualizing right now is students have faced a lot of problems. They're struggling, they're doing that picture I've got. Now I'm going to read the passage to see if this matches this picture. Let's read a bit faster. Deputy President Dublin, he told the Irish students are so desperate, they're not just praying, they are paying to share a bed. It reached crisis point last year, it's only getting worse. We heard students sleeping rough on sofas, floors and cars, and I have to stress there is no student in the country that hasn't touched this by this crisis. The entire thing is talking about students running here and there. Correct? It's matching with students facing the problem. So idea is very simple. Sometimes it will be easy, sometimes not. You'll be reading it, passing through the same information without realizing it is the same information because you're not getting a picture. Exact words will not match, the synonyms will match, to visually represent them, it will fall in place. Like this small change in the approaches will actually get you your desired score at a lightning speed. Let's move on to the third big mistake what people do. Going with my heart is telling in true, false, not given. To go with false, to go with not given, all those will not work. That is a concept. True, false, not given is purely derived from the information giving that you cannot assume things. We assume things because we know. Let's say the passage is bowling center gives socks for free. I've told this multiple times. This is a classic passage taken from IDP book. Bowling center gives socks for free. And the question says bowling center gives shoes for free. People think, hey, shoes for free, it's not mentioned. I'll go with not given. How can they give shoes for free? Logic. Second thing, it's saying bowling center gives what for free? Not shoes, socks for free. Correct. So now what in the question it says shoes for free. It's exactly contradicting. Put that logic. People don't want to put the logic. They just see the word socks for free, shoe is not given. I'll go, no, what is given for free is given. What is given for free? Socks, not shoes. So it's contradicting. Answer is false. The next one. David likes to eat apples. David what likes to eat? What David likes to eat? Sorry, he likes to eat apples. Means he doesn't like to eat others. That's what this paragraph talks about. It says David eats oranges. Nakul, oranges do not mentioned, boss. So I'll write not given. No. What David eats? David eats apples. He likes to eat apples. He eats. Likes word is not there, but he eats means likes to eat only. Oranges. No. It is apples. It's exactly again contradicting. So try to put the logic. False is contradicting. What is given is given. What is not given is not given. Here what he likes to eat. He likes to eat apples, not oranges. So David eats apples, not oranges. So few things a little tricky in true, false, not given, especially false and not given. For that, apply the logic. Alright, we move to the fourth big mistake people end up doing in IELTS reading. Because of the scores are always low. It's MCQ, multiple choice questions. Not thinking about the approach. The approach is something different in multiple choice question, guys. You read a passage, there will be a question and 4 options, out of which one answer is correct. Let's say answer A is correct. You read it and you went with it wrong. You select A only if you made sure B is not the answer, C is not the answer, D is not the answer. You have to proofread. You have to make sure it's not B, it's not C, it's not D. So it is A. Not that, oh yeah, I read A is matching, I'll go with A. It doesn't work like that. You have to go with A because B is not the correct one, C is not the correct one, D is not the correct one. That means you need to verify for others. I'll give a very simple example. You pause the video and do it. I repeat, pause the video and do it. It has been taken by in the Internet IELTS sub channel. I really respect whoever have made this question. So I've taken from them. It's a beautiful question to help you understand what sort of mistakes people do. Pause the video and do it, and then resume it to understand what mistakes you do. What is the negative effect of rise? Negative effect is matching with the word if you see in the passage. It's downside. Rice paddies have a downside for the planet. Negative effect. They produce as much as 17% of the world's total methane emissions. That is even more than coal mining emissions. The two things here. So what people end up doing? Rice paddies produce more methane than coal mining industry, and go with it. Make sure it is B, because A is not the answer, C is not the answer, D is not the answer. A is a positive thing, not even a negative thing. It's a regular part of more than half of the world population's diet. Rice is generally modified sort, that is somewhere comes in the down, that is not the answer, so D cannot be. What about C? Read C. People don't. B is matching, I'll go with it. No, that's the wrong approach. You have to select B, because answer is not A, answer is not C, answer is not D. I'm going to select B. Answer is not A, answer is not D. But C, its plantation contribute majorly to the world's total methane emission. C is matching. B is also matching. So now what is the correct answer? Idea is simple. If you see here, rice paddies have a downside. The immediate line says they produce as much as 17% of the world's total methane emission. That's the answer. The next line is a continuation of the 17. The 17% is more than what coal mining does. That is not the exact disadvantage. The exact disadvantage is that it contributes to world's total methane emission. Answer is C, not a B. B is just an addition of 17% means how much it is more than coal mining emission. That's another area. That's not the disadvantages of rice paddies. Hope you are getting it. So answer has to be C, only because it cannot be A, it cannot be D, it cannot be B. Hope you are getting it. I'm talking about a different approach, by the way. I'm telling you that you select C because it is not A, it is not B, it is not D, not just because C is the answer. You have to cross verify other things as well. When you start doing it, your accuracy improves. Trust me on this. Well, if you want an online paid course, you can join us. Like this, we have produced more than, I think, 300 to 400 mocks. Every mock has like more than 20-25 marks question along with strategies. You get all of it to help you improve on your reading scores. We go to the last mistake. Hold on for a second. Alright, the last mistake is fill in the blanks, not using any approach, going with the intuition. You can pause the video, do it, and then resume it to understand what mistakes you have done. So here, college and university accommodation crisis in Ireland has become so chronic, the students are being forced to sleep. The problem of dash-in has worsened. Now many end up writing the problem of crisis. Let me know how many of you have written the problem of crisis in the comment section. Do leave a comment. What is the approach? Nakul, can you enlighten us? Match every word. Whichever the word is not matching, that's the answer. The problem probably is going with the word crisis. So crisis cannot be the answer. Problem of something in college and university has worsened, has become so chronic. What is left? Accommodation is left, Nakul. Just close your eyes and blindly put the answer as accommodation here. So this is what it is. You need to go with an approach. This is the approach. For like this, every question has an approach. Fill in the blanks. You go with your own intuition. You think, hey, all perfect. Score report 5.5 because you made mistakes. So in here, match everything. Whichever is not matching, that's the answer. Crisis is going with problem, so answer has to be the problem of accommodation, which is in turn called accommodation crisis. Hope you are getting it. So when you go with these things, when you fix these mistakes, when you acknowledge, accept, and then understand that okay, I should not be repeating them, then the score will automatically come up. Alright, I really hope the video has helped you. If you really like the video, do like the video and share it with your friends so that someone else will make use of it. And do leave a comment what kind of videos you want me to come up with. I'll definitely make sure I'll come up every 2 days once. We will make sure we post the video. With this, I'll park it here, guys. Thanks much for the love and support that is showered on us. Very soon I'll be back. This is Nakul signing off from Skills IELTS. Take care. Bye-bye.